What's up, Asterisk? You logged to the only channel for your gaming entertainment. I'm Chris the AsteriskGamer, and this is Pokemon Academy Life. I know, I already did 3 LPs of this version of the game, but something came to mind. I'm hoping to actually, it's not really that I'm hoping. I will be going through this and taking classes with, like, taking all the same classes of each female character that's basically that we can talk to, which means there's going to be a bunch of resetting and stuff and whatever. However, if you don't want this spoiled for you, if you don't want to know characters' reactions and like attitudes and Red's reactions and attitudes, if you don't want that spoiled for you, this is not the video for you. And I would suggest that you take the time out and actually play through it and get those reactions for yourself. But for those of you who are like, screw it, this is interesting, then go ahead and watch. I mean, I'm not a person to tell you whether or not to watch this video. So anyway, let's go. Now that we got the disclaimer and spoiler alert out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in this. Alright, so we're going to start with Kaylin being our roommate. I actually have a list of the people to actually have the same classes with while you're with a certain roommate. Because sometimes if you have a class with that same person, and then there's a person that you don't know, one of the people who could be your roommates that you don't know, sometimes their conversation may interfere with a conversation that could possibly happen. So we're going to go with flying and with, where's the other one? Psychic. I don't really know what this person needs psychic for, but oh well. Let's go ahead and cut to, I guess, the next day. Alright, so I decided to skip to the second hour of the next day, or the second period of next day, because we don't really get to see this person until second period. So let's go ahead and cut to it right quick. Oh, this classroom is also way bigger than anything we had in Pallet Town. So this is what a privately funded classroom looks like. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I see Kalen jotting down something in his notebook in the front row. I don't know exactly what he's writing down, but he looks really into it. Hey, yo, Caleb. Oh, there you are, Rashad. Better take a seat. The teacher's coming in. I forgot the voice I made for him. Don't mind if I do. Hello, students. Let's get classes started right away. First off, let me formally welcome you to your first flying type class of the school year. I'm sure it'll be a fulfilling experience for us all. Let's see. I suppose the next thing would be to introduce ourselves. I am Winona, your instructor for this year. By a show of hands, how many of you are freshmen? Everyone's hands are up, not a big surprise. What a relief. Like you, this is also my first year here, so let's get through this together. Let me start off with the basic background of flying type Pokemon. Millions of years ago, when the world was just created, there was water and ground Pokemon. Basic background, huh? Sounds to me like we're digging real deep here. I casually glance around and see a girl next to me texting on her phone. Can't blame her, this isn't exactly the most exciting way to start off the class. I think that's coming from her phone. Oh, I forgot to mention, please turn off your cell phones in this class. But if you really, really can't bear to part with it, then at least put it in silent mode. Right. I mean, it's common courtesy. I'm definitely sure that came from her. Well, you're looking dead at her with the embarrassed look on her face. Of course that's her. Sorry, I had to grab a drink of water. I actually just got done recording episode 2 of the Kanto episodes. So I kind of been talking, running my mouth for 20 minutes already. The nerve of some people. Eh? Honestly, didn't plan on staring at her for this long, but watching her reaction is kind of amusing. Rashad, don't Red, don't start to put up a front. You know you think that's cute. I'm guessing you like Pokemon Rangers. Shh, not so loud. Hey, I'm not judging. I just think it's cool that you like that show. Honestly. Wait, really? You don't think it's lame? Of course not. I used to watch those shows all the time when I was a kid. I thought Fire Ranger was. Anyway. What? No way! Normal Ranger was the coolest. He always came in at just the right time to save the day. And by the way, it's been a while since I've actually played through this, so I can't remember what certain phrases are in here. What certain phrases are in here where. Yeah, he was really cool too. Those were the days. Mm-hmm. Uh, hey, would you mind not telling anybody about this? It's kind of embarrassing. Of course, your secret's safe from me. Thanks. I'm Rashad. I'm Skyla. Nice to meet you. And that's when we believe flying Pokemon were born, long after the birth of Arceus. With this power, it's responsible for all the Pokemon we see here today. Do you have any questions so far? Yes, your name is? It's Calum, miss. Go ahead, Calum. Isn't Rayquaza the ancestor of flying Pokemon? Like how water and ground Pokemon came from Kyogre and Groudon, respectively. Rayquaza created the sky, and all the Pokemon that came with it was a byproduct, right? Ah, a common misconception. I can't even speak properly. It's true that the ancient Hoenn legends are guardians of the natural elements, but they did not take part in creating its inhabitants. Pokemon evolved and transformed over countless eons in order to adapt to their environment. Rayquaza may be the first Pokemon we categorize as a flying type, but like I've mentioned, we can trace even further back to Arceus, the creator. However, while Arceus created Pokemon, Pokemon themselves only heed those that rule their domain, much like how you all follow your parents' rules directly and not necessarily rules set by the government. I see. Does that explain it? Yes, with that analogy, it's much easier to understand. Thank you. You're welcome. Kalen's very proper. If there are no other questions, I'll continue. And for all those sleeping in the back, this material will be on future tests, so pay attention. Despite the somewhat humdrum method of teaching, this is shaping up to be an enjoyable class. Phew. That's all the time we have today. Remember to preview the material for our next class. That took a little longer than expected. It is the first class though, so it'll probably stop feeling like that once we get into a groove. Next is gym class. And we'll go ahead and skip gym class. I'll see you when I see you. Alright guys, we are back and we are in period 4 or 5. Is lunch period a period? Anyway, round 2. I scan across the room and see that Skylar girl from the other class. She must have noticed me looking at her because she responds with a big smile. Hi, Rashad. Hey. I don't know happened. I don't know happened. I think that was I don't know what happened, but she sounded so sincere that I felt my face burn up. Salutations, my students. Welcome to your psychic class. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Great Wheel, your teacher. For this class, we will not only be learning about psychic Pokemon, but we will also be training your innate psychic powers as well. Are psychic powers? Unbeknownst to most, every living being in the world has psychic potential. Power is just hidden away. And it will be my job to bring it out of you to increase your natural focus. If your focus is too weak, your telepathic bond with your Pokemon will be severed easily. You must become familiar with ESP, and your Pokemon will become undefeatable. As you can see, I am quite the capable Esper. Hey! Although that is creepy a little bit. Thank you, thank you. If you want to achieve this level of telekinesis, you must first understand the steps to ESP. The first step to ESP is to practice meditation. And to meditate efficiently, you must have solid concentration. In order to have solid concentration, you must rid your mind of distractions. Distractions come in many shapes and forms, but mostly they are. This all sounds like a load of baloney to me. And I believe if you take psychic class first, I think that's when Gala's phone rings. But I'm not sure about that. Now, for your first exercise, I want you all to close your eyes and concentrate on all your thoughts on one thing. It doesn't matter what, as long as it's the only thing you're thinking about. This way, you can attune yourselves to the natural focus and bring out your inner telekinetic powers. Telekinetic powers. No harm in trying. Oops, was that my pencil? Huh? Who? Clearly my brain is trying to play tricks on me, but my eyes are telling me this girl's levitating a pencil. Don't tell me she's an Esper too. You dropped this. Oh, that's my pencil. Well, do you want it back or not? Yes, sorry. Thank you. What? I, didn't catch your name. Sabrina. Thanks, Sabrina. I'm Rashad. How long have you been practicing magic tricks? Triggered. Right. Well, I'll just, turn back this way. My heart's about to jump out of my chest. I felt like my life was in danger just by talking to her. Right, that's enough for that for now. Open your eyes, students. Let's move on to basic telepathy theories, shall we? Oh, time's up already. That's okay. We'll continue next time. We can only keep getting better from here. This has to be one of the weirdest classes I've ever had to take part in. I really hope things manage to normalize in the future. What a day it's been. Still one more class though, gotta finish strong. And we are back in homeroom. I'm not sure if that's all we'll see of Skyla, since this is the first day. I mean, whenever I've done this in the past, I've basically took the Skarmory class, Steel and Flying. So normally I don't really see any of the other students besides the main group of people that we usually hang out with. So if not, I'll just see you when we look at another character. Alrighty, we're back to the second day, April 6th. I think, yeah, April 6th. And we are back into our second hour class, our first elective class. So let's go ahead and I guess get the show on the road. Hello, students. So I have some good news and bad news. Bad news first. Soon you'll be having quizzes once a week here on Fridays. Excuse me. How much are these quizzes worth for our grades? That's the good news. These quizzes won't count towards your grade in class, but the questions will show up for your midterm and final exams. Like I said yesterday, please pay attention. Yeah, that format actually sounds a lot familiar with a certain game that came out in like April. But I like it. I like it. Quizzes will start this Friday coming up. Be sure to review your material. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective class too. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all this schoolwork and raising Pokemon. With this kind of school, I should have expected things to start getting serious this early. Oh well, I just need to start getting serious myself. Alright, so it seems like we can only do with the up to the, I guess, end of the first day. So I guess we're only going to do this up to the first day. So let's go ahead and get to the next person. Once again, I'm going to leave this as a surprise unless you guys know exactly what electives they chose. I actually need to remember what electives everybody chose, or else that's going to be kind of a waste. I think it's Psychic and Ghosts. Yeah, it is Psychic and Ghosts. I remember that. Alright, I'll see you in the, I guess, first elective class. Alright, so we're over here to the Psychic, what you call it, the Psychic elective. And I'm gonna obviously skip vocals until I actually get to the person who I'm going through the first day with this time. Mostly because we actually were in the Psychic class the last time, so yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip vocals up until we meet the person that we're anyway. It's definitely not Scala, as you already know. We've dealt with her last time. Of course, I'm over just clicking because I want to hit the skip button accidentally, skip a bunch of crap. Actually, let's see what Will says to Scala. Please turn off your cell phones. Technology dampens the focus of mind and body. The faster you rid yourself of technology, the faster you will reach psychic enlightenment. Who needs that stuff? And that's pretty much the only difference between her phone ringing in the flying type elective and the phone ringing in psychic elective. So let's go ahead and I guess. Oh wait, I can't skip. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I can't skip. Which is kind of stupid, to say the least. Alright, let's see. So we gotta close our eyes now. Whoops, was that my pencil? What? Who? Clearly my brain is trying to play tricks on me, but my eyes are telling me this girl's levitating the pencil. Don't tell me she's an expert too. You dropped this. Oh, that's my pencil. Well, do you want it back or not? Yes, sorry. Thank you. But I didn't catch your name. Sabrina. Thanks, Sabrina. I'm Rashad. How long have you been practicing magic tricks? Triggered. Right. Well, I'll just turn back this way. I think I remember doing this one before, except I did ghost and then psychic. And then we move over to basic telepathy. We're going to have to go ahead and skip to the second elective because we don't really talk to anybody in the gym elective. So we're going to pick things back up in the second gym elective. Alright, so it looks like we have our ghost type elective coming up. And I do remember I did do this in reverse order as far as Sabrina is concerned. Because, actually, I'll tell you after this class. Round 2. I scan across the room and see that Sabrina girl from the other class. If I wasn't imagining what happened before, I'd like to keep my distance for now. Just looking at her gives me chills. She kind of reminds me of those ghost chicks you see in foreign horror movies. Interesting. Bonjour, my students! How is everybody? The accent. She's not from around here, is she? I'm Fantina, and I'm your leader for ghost class. Whoa, leader. Teacher for ghost class. Like you... excuse me. Like you, I am new to this school. I am also new to country, so I hope to learn alongside you all as the year goes by. Huh? New to country as year goes by. Yeah, she's definitely not from this country if she's not using words like the where it's necessary. I came to country because I heard about his Pokemon Unique contest. It must be my delight. See that magnificent? I don't know. They were like anything I have seen. It's quite amazing how many things we have not experienced and might never experience in the world. None. At least you didn't say in world. C'est la vie. I am not French. But you are all still young, so young. You must not yet realize how big the world truly is. Tell me about it. I wouldn't want to know how I turned out if I spent my entire life cooped up in Pallet Town. Oh, pardon. I did not mean to make mood sad. But the fragility of humanity is quite interesting, non? Trevor? We John Home. Anyway, your name? My name is Trevor. I have read somewhere that the spirits of deceased humans are sometimes born as Yamask of Drifloon. Is there any scientific basis for these assumptions? Très bon! Wait, it is accepted among many ghost experts and scientists that human spirits are linked to the birth of some Pokemon like Yamask and Drifloon. There is? Of course. Why, there are many cases of Yamask reacting to objects and images that relate to their former human selves. This supports theory that they retain memories of themselves until they were still human. In fact, I have seen cases where Yamask even possesses the body of a human. See, she uses body in this sense, when she, never mind, to live their lives as humans again. I've always thought those were just delusions of grandeur. I had no idea this was actually supported by the scientific community. Non. Almost all Pokemon researchers recognize this as fact. It is the only possible explanation for their behavior at pursuit. I'm not sure if I should be fascinated or I should feel sad for lost souls like Yamask. Who knew that Pokemon and humans were so closely related on a spiritual level? Ow! What the? Is someone flinging pencils? I'm sorry. Eh? I slipped. I slipped. That's the weirdest way to flirt with someone. Not really the weirdest way. She seems like a huge introvert. Right. I mean, I know you're an Esper and all, but at first I thought there was, a ghost Pokemon here playing pranks. There are no ghost Pokemon currently in this room. Okay then. I guess that's about it. Ah! I'm sorry. The pencil always gets me. Jeez, that almost hit me again. I am not okay with getting harassed by telekinesis all semester. Now continuing with, uh, now continuing with our lecture, I require a volunteer to become human spirit for the class. Oh ho 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 ho! È plaisante, a joke. Stop. I don't think I can handle any more of this. Oh heavens, what is this? Look at the time. Au revoir, students. Be certain to check the syllabus for required readings. What a day it's been. Still one more class though. Gotta finish strong. Alright, so considering the fact that Scala actually spoke up about quizzes in secondary classes during the second day, we're going to actually see if Sabrina will also speak up about this in the psychic class. Although, actually, never mind, I don't really know. I'm not the creator of this game. But anyway. Greetings, class! The great will comes bearing some good and bad news. Starting with the bad, I'm sure you've heard that you'll have to take quizzes once a week here on Fridays. From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of Sabrina. I can't imagine she's been paying any attention. She's literally just staring at the wall. For the good news, these quizzes won't affect your grades overall. But trust me when I say the questions will be on the midterm and final exams. So pay attention and keep track of the answers. The first of many quizzes will start this Friday. Make sure you're ready. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective classes too. Class 2. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all this schoolwork and raising Pokemon. With this kind of school, I should have expected things to start getting serious this early. Oh well, I just need to start getting serious myself. Alright, and with that, I'm actually going to cut over to the next person. Alright guys, so we have our poison type elective, and by the way, this is a brand new character, and I didn't really record me selecting the type, the type electives for this one. I figured, I know I chose the one, I showed myself chose the ones for Sabrina and Scala, but I figure I'm gonna probably just let the rest of them be, I guess, surprises. Like, we'll start from the first type elective class, and then I'll let you figure out which one I'm trying to talk to, and then by the time the second elective class comes up, you'll know, unless you've seen me already do a certain person from a certain type of elective class, and then it's painfully obvious which one I'm going to do next. But we're just going to go ahead and start from the first elective class, which would be poison type. Well, this classroom is also way bigger than anything we had in Palatown. Excuse me. So this is what a privately funded classroom looks like. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I take a good look around the room and find absolutely no one I recognize. That's kind of a bummer. Aw, gee dang it. Then again, I've never had much trouble making friends in the past, so I'm not that worried. I ain't that worried. I wonder where the teacher is. 5 minutes has gone by since class technically started. Well, no complaints. I'll take this time to stretch my arms a bit. Whoops, knocked over a pencil. Whoa! Holy, what a dive! I think this girl was sitting 2 seats behind me. How did she react that fast? I didn't even get to glance in the direction of my pencil was heading. Where did she even get that? That was a nice catch. Thanks, but it was nothing. No, I'm serious. Your reaction is insane. I barely reacted myself. Really? You're training for the Pokemon League, are you? This really isn't all that impressive. Oh, No, I'm just messing with you. It's okay if your reflexes are a bit slow. There are plenty of other things to worry about in the big leagues anyway. You didn't have to go and say, "Oh, my name is Gardenia. What's yours?" "I'm Rashad." "Nice meeting you, Rashad." "Oh, I hear something." Gardenia nimbly goes back, or more like jumps back into her seat. Hey! Whoa! Was this guy here the whole time? Welcome to the poison class, children. I am your instructor, Koga. What is this guy, some kind of ninja? I am not only a master of poison type Pokemon. Did I say master? Master of poison type Pokemon, but a master in ninjutsu. Of course. You all must be here because you expect me to teach you about poison Pokemon. In that, you are correct. But that is not all I will teach you. I shall teach you the importance of Pokemon in human mind, and how easy they are to manipulate. Let me start this class with a simple question to you. What makes a Pokemon strong? It sounds like a trick question, but it's gotta be... the Pokemon's level, duh! Is that even a real question? Wahahaha! How can you be so sure? What? Its combat potential would be higher, obviously. How can you be a teacher and not know that? Speaking of which, what kind of teacher is late to class on the first day? I thought this was an elite school. Yikes. A kunai flew across the room and embedded itself in the back wall. Fool! If you understand Pokemon, then you have understood why I've remained hidden. Can anyone guess why? I will give you a hint. It is more important than strength, technique, skill, all of that. Probably change voices in the middle of that. Nobody knows? Well then. Is it knowing your opponent before the encounter? Go on. Like, you analyze their weak points and capabilities beforehand, so you don't have to make things up on the fly. You! What? What is your name? Hilda, sir. Explain your thinking, Hilda. It's really self-explanatory. If you engage a Pokemon or trainer without knowing anything about them, you're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage. It's Pokemon battling 101. Hilda is correct. Pokemon are not merely about brute strength. You must understand your opponent's strengths, weaknesses, their mentality. If you know these things, even the weakest Pokemon can defeat the strongest. Dojo, casino is all in the mind. On the field, you must exploit every possible advantage you can get. If there are none in sight, you must make them yourself. Confusion, poison, sleep. All tools the game the other hand, and signature tools of poison-type Pokemon. You shall learn soon enough. This guy's making it sound like we're going to assassinate someone rather than just study Pokemon. But despite the dubious nature of the teacher, this looks to be a helpful and informative class. Ah, has it been 1 hour already? Well, you did miss 5 minutes. Very well, you are dismissed. That took a little longer than expected. It is the first class though, so it'll probably stop feeling like that once we get into a groove. Next is gym class. And considering we didn't really talk with any of the Sabrina or Scala, I'm just going to go ahead and skip the second hour. The second type of elective class. Later. Alright, so we have our grass type elective coming up. It should be pretty evident who we've chosen as our... Well, of course it's pretty evident, because I have the name at the top of the screen anyway, but even if I didn't, it should be obvious, since I have grass type elective coming up, who I've picked to talk to this time. Round 2. That Gardenia girl from the other class is here. We make eye contact and I reflexively wave to her. She must recognize me too, since she's waving back excitedly. I noticed... Oh shoot, I totally forgot about Leaf. That must be like one of the most mortal gaming sins of Pokemon anything, is to forget about Leaf. I noticed Leaf looking at me and patting the empty seat by her. She must want me to sit next to her. Hey, 3 classes together. You must feel so happy to spend so much time with me, with such a beautiful girl. Maybe I should have sat somewhere else. I'm kind of feeling something different. Oh yeah? Let me guess. Is it blessed? Lucky? You can add an to the last one. So we're sitting next to, I guess, Leaf this time. Because normally we'll sit like, I sit like between the two people I know. Good day, Sprouts. Whoa, he looks really old. That's our teacher? Is he going to be okay? He's slowly shuffling his way to the front and his legs looking like they're going to give out any second. Welcome to the grass elective class. I'm your teacher. Ramos is the name. Before I begin, let me... Oh, horse apples. I done forgot the dang attendance sheet. I'll be right back. Weird to think that such a rigorous school would have someone like him as a teacher. Well, it beats having to listen to a boring lecture for an entire class. Ow! What the? Is someone flinging pencils? Wait, is Sabrina in this class? No, I know who this is. Where did that come from? Oh man, really sorry about that. Some guy from the other side of the class runs up to me. Brandon, you were in this class? Of course I am. I even waved to you when you walked in. Brendan. Oh! You must be the one May was talking about. Wait, when did we talk to May? Oh, never mind. Before first class, we spoke to Leaf and May and Professor Oak. I kind of skipped through first hour trying to get the second hour. You know May? We're all in the same homeroom class. Bingo! Wait a minute. Bingo, Rashad, this would be the same Brendan. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Name's Rashad. Wait a minute. She literally said my name, and then he doesn't even pick up on that. Rashad, nice to meet you, man. But wait, are you okay? You're not bleeding or anything, are you? I'm fine, but what are you doing tossing pencils around? You can really hurt someone. Shoot, my bad, man. It's kind of a bad habit for me. When I get bored, I start spinning pencils, like those guys do in the movies. And this one sort of got away from me. I'm usually a lot better at it. I practice at home sometimes, but we get it. Just be careful from now on, okay? Yeah, of course. Oh, shoot, the teacher's coming back. Talk to you guys later. Oh, sorry about the delay, Sprouts. Now, where was I? Oh, shuckles. Looks like we ain't got no time left. I reckon I shouldn't keep you longer than I have to. Class dismissed. Y'all run along now. What a day it's been. Still, one more class though. Gotta finish strong. And we're going to skip to the first elective class in the next day, so I'll catch you guys there. Welcome back, students. I'm certain all of you here know that you must take quizzes here every Friday, starting at the end of this week. What? I didn't know that. Whoa. He's serious. Multiple kunai flew across the room, burying themselves in the back wall. Raise your hand if you wish to speak. Like now. Yes, Hilda. Can you tell us how these quizzes will be weighed for our grades? Excellent question. Fortunately for you, the quizzes will not count toward overall grade. However, the material will show up on the midterm and final exams, so pay attention in class and remember the answers. Once again, quizzes start this coming Friday. I trust you will all prepare for them. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective classes too. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all the schoolwork and raising Pokemon. This kind of school, I should have expected things to start getting serious this early. Oh well, I just need to start getting serious myself. Looks like I didn't really get any response from Gardenia this time. Probably because I took class with Hilda, and I've talked to Hilda multiple times before this point. Well, time for me to get to the next person. Alright, so we are in Dark type elective. The person that I chose to talk to this time, which you'll see her name on the top of the screen here in a second, but there was a scene earlier, which I guess doesn't really matter, especially as far as the classes you pick, because they'll talk. they normally talk about the classes you pick, but not in this case. And that's probably because we don't have Tierno and Trevor. We were actually talking to Serena, Shauna, and Caleb this time. But moving on, well, this classroom is all actually, he says this all the time, no matter what classes you choose. I take a look around the classroom and see Serena and Sharon sitting in the front of the room. Sharon's writing something down in his notebook, and Serena has her nose in a book. You'd think that they would talk to each other if they're sitting together. Hey, Serena, Sharon. Rashad, what a pleasant surprise. Good to see you here. And by the way, I imagine Sharon to be this, you guys remember Izzy, or Izumi, from Digimon. That was a warmer welcome than I expected. But yeah, I imagine Sharon to be that kind of person. Although I can't really replicate his voice. Good morning, students. I'm your teacher, Karen, and I'll be overseeing your dark type class for the semester. Let me personally welcome you to Kobukan Academy. I'm sure you're all aware about how rigorous its curriculum and expectations are. Many students drop out before the second day of classes after hearing about it. Judging by the looks on your faces, I am assuming you won't run away from the challenge. That's good. It takes courage to face insurmountable odds. Wow. However, if you think courage alone is enough to survive the trials of this academy, then you are sadly mistaken. Tell me, students, what is the most essential aspect of your Pokemon? That question gets thrown around all the time, but I doubt there's a correct answer. Tough question, right? Then let me put it this way. If you were aiming for the Pokemon League, what kind of Pokemon should you bring with you? The strongest ones. Your name? Sharon. Stand up, please. And why do you think that, Sharon? Why? Because having the strongest Pokemon will result in the highest chance of competing with the other trainers in the league. I agree. Oh, and what is your name? Serena, miss. Stand up, please, Serena. I agree with Sharon's logic. Only the most capable trainers make it to the Pokemon League. Bringing weaker Pokemon along will only serve to be a liability. I see your reasoning, but that should not be a priority in choosing your team. Then is it the type of Pokemon? Their nature? It's impossible to plan beforehand, so the only foolproof way to ensure victory is improving their performance. What other reason could there possibly be? You two are forgetting the most important thing about Pokemon. Partnering with strong Pokemon and depending on their ability is necessary in the Pokemon world, but that will only get you so far. You must also love and trust your Pokemon implicitly. You must have faith in them as they have faith in you. They are not your tools. They are your partners, your friends. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is the only selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with the Pokemon they love best. And look at those two. Those two are like, oh gosh, what did we get ourselves into? Their responsibility is not all on your Pokemon. They're not battling for themselves. Karen scolded us for a little while longer about how flawed our mentality is. But what she's saying is true. Pokemon don't really have a reason to fight our battles. But if we're not forcing them to do it, what other reasons do they have? Is it the bond between humans and Pokemon that Professor Oak always references in his research? That marks the end of class. We'll continue this discussion tomorrow. And maybe, if you're lucky, we get to talk about some dark type Pokemon. That took a little longer than expected. And he always says that here too. I'll catch you guys in the next class. Alright, so it looks like we have our fire type elective coming up next. Let's see what's going on. Round 2. I see Flannery sitting near the back of the room. I don't think she realizes I'm here. May spots me right away and we wave to each other. Near the side of the class I see Serena. Hello again. This is quite the coincidence. Is it a good coincidence? Serena didn't say anything in response, but she's giving me a smile. Hello, students. I wager you are all very excited to be here, yes? Well, it doesn't matter if you are or not because you will. This is the fire class for all you knuckleheads that might be in the wrong class, and I'll be your instructor for this semester. You can call me Blaine. I've been researching fire type Pokemon since your parents were in their diapers. Yes, fire is one of the most popular Pokemon types, and I'm not surprised I have so many students in here. Why, back in the day, at least one fire Pokemon was found on the world champions team for 20 years running. No other type has that honor. That's because fire Pokemon have all the best aspects of strength and intelligence. They are all naturally powerful. There's no need for any of that sealed effort training this generation so obsessed with. I remember when I was your age, my Magmy and I used to. This goes on for half an hour. I can barely keep my eyes open listening to this guy prattle on. I look over to where Flannery's sitting and find her face down on her desk. She looks like she's enjoying her little nap. Wait a minute, this is the freaking. Well, I guess this is after lunch after all, but still, this is in the middle of the day, not the morning. I know she said she couldn't handle mornings, but the school day is almost over. Oh my. Oh my. Story gets stronger. What is that dreadful noise? Is it coming from that girl over there? Flannery! Hey! Flannery, wake up! Your snoring is really loud. What? I don't snore! Pardon me. Sorry, my hearing's not good as it used to be, little missy. I said I love Boldors or something. I see. Thank you for sharing that with us, but this is the fire class, not the rock class. If you want to discuss rock Pokemon, you can speak with me after class. And there is actually a reason to discuss rock Pokemon with them. Because, rock types are, strong against fire types. Not to mention, I think there's a fire rock type, so there's a Pokemon for the whatever. Anyway. Right. Sorry. Moving on. When the wonders of trading was first invented, the capsule system. Is Flannery embarrassed? She's kind of cute to watch. What are you staring at? Nothing. But luckily, he changed all of that. No more carrier Pidgeys. Looks like our time is up. No homework for the first day. Class is dismissed. Whew. Oh, man. Alright, so we're back at our dark type elective classes. I'm just going to see who speaks up here at this point. Good morning, students. If it's not my preference to deliver bad news early in the morning, but I should let you know that, like your homeroom class, you'll be taking mandatory quizzes here every Friday. How will these quizzes count toward our grades? No, they won't be graded. So if you get a few questions wrong, don't panic. But these questions will end up on the midterms and finals, so be sure to pay attention in class. I don't want to have to fail anyone in here. Be ready, quizzes will start this Friday. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective class too. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all this schoolwork and raising Pokemon. For this kind of school, I should have expected things to start getting serious this early. Oh well, I just need to start getting serious myself. Alright, so last time I actually had gone through half of this. Like, I got done with the fairy type elective for this person. However, I forgot to hit record before I even got the chance to get to the next class. So, and this was yesterday, so it kind of killed the mood. So I'm going to try to record this as embarrassing as it seems. Because, yeah. Anyway, Red always says this. As I walk through the doors, I see Whitney and Shauna already in her seats. Whitney gives me a cheerful smile and a quick wave. Shauna on the other side is flailing wildly. Shauna is very enthusiastic. If I didn't know any better, I think they're related or something. I guess I'll sit between them. Class is about to start and I hadn't seen a single guy enter the room yet. I'm sticking out like a sore thumb, but I think there's someone way more eye-catching here. The instructor. Her clothes make her look like some sort of giant butterfree, almost like she's gliding or something on something. But what's with her eyes? They kind of remind me of... Oh my gosh! Wait. Oh my gosh, it's Valerie! Wrong voice. Whoops. Slap the keyboard. Valerie? You don't know who Valerie is? She's the only greatest fashion designer in the world. Every girl wants to buy her clothes because they all have Pokemon design incorporated into them. See the clothes on she has right now? It has the elements of Audino and Mawile. And that's when I made the point last time. I'm from Kanto, so right now I don't really know about Audino or Mawile. I don't see it. What about the wings? Shh, she's about to talk! Hello, young students. My name is Valerie. I will be your instructor for the fairy course this semester. It's really Valerie! I think I'm going to faint! I can't believe it. She's really... Wait, but she's even prettier in person. Oh, I want one of her outfits so bad. I did this better last time, I promise. Geez, Shauna wasn't kidding. Is everyone in here but me a fan of her? I'm not totally understanding the demand for Pokemon outfits. I'll never understand girls and their fashion sense. ... Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Why is this so quiet all of a... Shh! Valerie's inspecting someone! Huh? Dot dot dot. I like your bow. Me? Yes, the pastel blue on the end is like a Sylveon. Her feelers are wrapped gently around the arm of her dear trainer. Just as she is gentle, a bow must also convey a loving touch. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! I think I'm gonna fail, I think I'm gonna... I'm already hopelessly lost. Well, at least the girls can understand her fashion babble. Me, I couldn't understand a word that was said. The rest of the class was spent on watching Valerie go down the line, commenting on every student's hair accessories and outfits. Alright, so that was completely a horrible mistake moving OBS down while I was recording, because right as soon as I mentioned that, apparently it froze as right after I moved it. So from this point on, it just stayed at this screen where it was talking about the rest of class spent on Valerie, blah 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 blah. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through the dragon type normal type elective again. And the second day at fairy type elective. And for the next person, since the next person... actually, we'll get to the next person when we get there, and I'll tell you about it when we get there. So let's go ahead and, I guess, finish this. Yeah, I'll just let... There's nothing really interesting at this part. Oh my goodness. Forgive me. I was so captivated I lost track of the time. Farewell, my darling beautiful. Make sure to flutter to your next classes safely. Alright, and we're going to flutter over to the normal type of elective class, and I'll see you there. Alright, so we have our normal type elective now. And quite honestly, I already know what's going to be said just because I, once again, recorded through all of this until the point I was going to quit recording and realized that it got stuck at fairy type elective class. So, yeah. So my reactions will probably sound fake, but that's because I already knew what was going to happen. As I look around the room, I see Sharon already up in the front. Now, I remember Bianca saying she was going to be in this class too, but I don't see any. Yoo-hoo, Rashad, over here. Whitney, this makes it, what, every class pretty much? Crazy, right? It must be our destiny. Destiny to what? Why, to become the best friends, of course. Friend zoned. Sit down over here, buddy. Wait, I'm here. Am I on time? Oh, there's Bianca. I thought she was following us from the cafeteria. How did she get lost so fast? Barely. For the last time, Bianca, you need to manage your time better or you'll cause trouble for everyone else. But you didn't even wait for me. Well, I didn't say I was going to let you cause trouble for me. Alright, settle it down, everyone. I'm Lenora, and I'll be your teacher. Well, I am your teacher for the normal type class, which is the one you're in right now. Sorry, I cannot read right now. I don't consider myself a very strict teacher, so I don't have many class rules. You can bring food, water, whatever, just as long as you clean up after yourselves. The only thing I won't allow are cell phones. I see you kids staring at those things all day. You're gonna go blind. The way I see it, you're all adults, so I shouldn't have to tell you these things. This lady sounds a lot like my mom. Now, the first thing I want to do is have each of you tell the class something about yourselves. Who would like to go first? How about you, young lady? Good thing Bianca showed up before class started. Okay! Hi everyone, I'm Bianca. I'm from the Unova region. And so is my friend Sharon. He's the super serious one over there. Don't drag me into this. What a coincidence. I'm from Unova too. Wow, that is a coincidence. Thank you, Bianca. Now, since your name was brought up, why don't you go next, Sharon? Very well. My name is Sharon. I hope we all get along for the coming year. Anything else? Pardon, ma'am? I think that was a little short. Why not tell us something that's happened to you recently? Something exciting. ... Sorry, I can't quite think of anything. That's alright, dear. If you think of something, let us know. Now, who's next? The atmosphere in this room is really homey. I haven't felt this relaxed in the classroom in a really long time. Before I knew it, class was over. What a day it's been. Still one more class, though. Gotta finish strong. We're going to skip that class and pretty much skip to next day. So I'll see you there. Alright, so far, Pokemon Academy Life has not crashed on me yet. No, it wasn't really Pokemon Academy Life. It was actually OBS that really crashed. It wasn't even a crash. I just moved it and then it got stuck in the screen. So, but yeah, we managed to make it over to second hour class on the second day of classes. Good morning, lovely students. Whoops. Do forgive me, for I have some news you may find unfortunate, but according to Academy regulations, I must give you weekly classes every Friday. Oof, I'll do great. This is great. Totally great. Nervous, Whitney? What do you mean? I'm doing great. Totally. Do not fret, young trainers. The quizzes will not affect your grades here, but the questions will show up on the midterm and final examinations. I wonder why that is. Oh, yes, just remember to pay attention in classes. Quizzes will begin this Friday. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply with my other elective class too. It most definitely will. So let's go ahead and skip over to the next person. Alright, so just because we just got done with a character, Whitney, who had fairy type classes during her first hour, we chose another character who also had fairy type classes in the first gym elective. Or at least we chose that to happen that way. So we're going to skip fairy type class to save me a little bit of embarrassment and head straight over to dragon type class, since we haven't had that class yet with Shauna. Or with anyone, really. Round 2. Who else do I see but Cody glaring at me when I walk through the doors? On the other side, I see Shauna waving wildly at me. Wow, class together, Rashad. Quick, sit over here. Alright, I'm coming. As I pass by Cody, see I can feel his stare digging into my back. You just gonna ignore me? I do exactly that and take a seat. Take your seats, quickly now. Class started a while ago. Wow, is this chick our teacher? She looks awful young. Good day, class. Welcome to your first Dragon type class of the year. I'm Claire, your teacher starting this semester. First off, let me say this. This class will be unlike anything you've taken before. That is because dragon Pokemon are like any Pokemon in the world. If you are in this class simply because you've heard that dragon Pokemon are the strongest Pokemon known to mankind, you might as well drop out now. Dragon Pokemon are strong not only in body but in mind. As the apex species of Pokemon, they will not obey humans so easily. Many careless dragon tamers in the past have lost their lives attempting to tame them. To properly instruct you all on how to train and care for your dragon Pokemon, I will not tolerate laziness or misconduct in this classroom. If I see or hear anything out of you that goes against the school's policies or my own, I'll personally sign your expulsion papers from this school. Jeez. This fighter looks this lady is really putting on the man pants. But I can't say I didn't expect something like this for the dragon class. It is no coincidence that dragon Pokemon are present on the majority of champion teams. They are superior to all other Pokemon in both offense and defense. There's nothing a dragon Pokemon can't do that other Pokemon can. Will we get to see any cute dragon Pokemon here? Excuse me? Like, I know dragon Pokemon are really cool and stuff, but I like the cute dragon Pokemon like Dratini or Altaria. Are there any other super adorable dragon Pokemon like those? That class at elementary school, I had a class pet, and she was so cute. I pet her every day, and I would feel her puffers until her cheeks poked out, and that just made her cuter. Once I saw her playing with a snowball, and I just, enough! Dragon Pokemon are not playthings. Little girl, I don't know what you think this class is, but dragon Pokemon are not to be taken so frivolously. If it decides that its handler is not providing satisfactory care, they will not hesitate to correct the problem using force. But I heard that Gumi evolution really likes humans. Compared to other dragon Pokemon, yes, but you must still treat them with caution and respect. And judging by the way you're describing how you handle it, is very likely that your precious Gumi harbored an intense grudge against your school, and you for treating it so irresponsibly. No way, Gumi and I were best friends. Oh, and how can you be so sure about that? Well, she will always follow me around the class whenever she was let out her Pokeball. Wow. And sometimes she would rub her head. Okay, I'm trying to talk way too fast with Shauna. And sometimes she would rub her head on my hand. I was thinking rub her hand on my head. So I mixed up the two words and crawl up my arm and stuff. I can hardly see how that. And one time she followed me home and wouldn't leave, so we had to call the school. Even after they put her back in her Pokeball, she would always somehow get out and come see me. Then the school would talk to my parents, and eventually they decided to let me keep her. And now she's a Sliggoo, and she's even cuter than before. I see. You. What is your name? Shauna. Well, like I said, Shauna, Gumi are very prone to bond closely to humans that they find suitable, and it looks like yours determine you to be a suitable caretaker. That's not what you said before. Who said that? Me. I'm just pointing out the contradiction in what you said, and silence! I hear one more word out of you, I'll toss you out of the school myself. Wow, she managed to scare Cody. That's not something many people are able to pull off. And by the way, I just grabbed a random save file. So Pikachu's name is always Duracell, and Blue's name is always Cody. We've wasted far too much time today. The point is, if you want to survive a dragon Pokemon, there are strict guidelines and rules that you must adhere to before even attempting to approach one, let alone trying to catch one. Dragon Pokemon are in many ways superior beings to humans, so you will treat them as such. Anything less, and you might find yourself with your life on the line. If this lady is trying to scare me from ever partnering with a dragon Pokemon, it's working. But I can't give up now. It's too early in the game for me to, call it quits just yet. What a day it's been. Still, one more class though. Gotta finish strong. Alrighty, so now we are with a different roommate, Sharon, and we are now in the poison type class once again. And we're actually going to, there are actually two people who I'll try to, be classmates with. Oh, let me start that over. While my roommate is Sharon, there are two people who I'll try to be roommates with, or roommates. Sorry. There are two people who I'm going to try to be classmates with this time around. First will be Hilda, if you remember her in the poison type elective last time. So let's go ahead and get started. I take a good look around the room and see Hilda staring off into space by the side of the classroom. Wait, did I take the wrong class first? I don't know anyone else in this class, so I walk over to her. Hey, Hilda. Oh, Rashad, I didn't realize you were taking this class. Oh, wait, I think I know why I did that. Well, it seemed kind of interesting. That's the same reason why you're taking it, right? You can say that. I wonder where the teacher is. 5 minutes has gone by since this class technically started. Well, no complaints. I'll take this time to stretch my arms a bit. Whoops, knocked over a pencil. And here starts the conversation with Gardenia. That was a nice catch. Thanks, but it was nothing. No, I'm serious. Your reaction time is insane. I barely reacted myself. Really? You're training for the Pokemon League, aren't you? This isn't really all that impressive. Oh, nah, I'm just messing with you. It's okay if your reflexes are a bit slow. There are plenty of other things in this world. There are plenty of other things to worry about in the big leagues anyway. You didn't have to go and say, oh, my name's Gardenia. What's yours? I'm Rashad. Nice meeting you, Rashad. Oh, I hear something. Gardenia nimbly goes back, or more like jumps back to her seat. Whoa. Was this guy here the whole time? Welcome to the poison class, children. I am your instructor, Koga. What is this guy, some kind of ninja? I am not only a master of poison type Pokemon, but a master in ninjutsu. Of course, you all must be here because you expect me to teach you about poison Pokemon, and that you are correct. But that is not all I will teach you. I shall teach you the importance of the human and Pokemon mind, and how easy they are to manipulate. Let me start this class with a simple question to you. What makes a Pokemon strong? It sounds like a trick question, but it's gotta be... The Pokemon's level, duh! Is that even a real question? Wahaha! And how can you be so sure? What is... Its combat potential will be higher, obviously. How can you be a teacher and not know that? Speaking of which, what kind of teacher is late to class on the first day? I thought this was an elite school. Akuna... Wow. Fool, if you understand Pokemon, then you have understood why I remain hidden. Can anyone guess why? I'll give you a hint. It is more important than strength, technique, skill, all of that. Nobody knows? Well then. Is it knowing your opponent before the encounter? Go on. Like you analyze their weak points and capabilities beforehand so you don't have to make things up on the fly? You! What? What is your name? Hilda, sir. Explain your thinking, Hilda. It's really self-explanatory. If you engage a Pokemon or trainer without knowing anything about them, you're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage. It's Pokemon battling one-on-one. Hilda is correct. Pokemon are not merely about brute strength. You must understand your opponent's strengths, weaknesses, their mentality. Casino, dojo, is all in the mind. If you know these things, even the weakest Pokemon can defeat the strongest. On the field, you must exploit every possible advantage you can get. If there are none in sight, then you must make them yourself. Confusion, poison, sleep, all tools to gain the upper hand. And all signature tools of Pokemon that are poison type. You shall learn soon enough. This guy's making it sound like we're going to assassinate someone rather than just study Pokemon. But despite the dubious nature of the teacher, this looks to be a really helpful and informative class. Ah, has it been 1 hour already? Very well, you are dismissed. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the second type elective class, which I believe is Steel. So let's go ahead and head over there. Alright, so we landed our ways... Whoa. Anyway, we managed to get ourselves over to the Steel type elective. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Round 2. So Hilda's in my class again, and Hilbert's in here too. They didn't say much while we traveled here from the cafeteria, but looks like they're talking about something serious now. From a distance, they look like a married couple keeping their voices down during an argument. Maybe I'm thinking it. I don't know anyone else here anyway, so I'll walk over to join them. Hey guys! Oh, Rashad, you're taking this class too? You two had class together before this? Wait, you two had class together before this? I forgot. I imagine Hilbert to be sort of like the Shadow the Hedgehog sort of voice. That's right. So we'll both be seeing plenty of Rashad this semester. Is that a bad thing? Oh yeah, Hilbert's in our homeroom. I forgot about that. Not necessary. No, not at all. I really don't understand these two. Morning, students. What's with the shovel and cloak? He reminds me of a cartoon character I saw on TV once. I'm Byron, your steel class teacher. Some of you in here might already know me. For those that do, you're familiar with my teaching methods and know that I won't allow with any dulling or belly aching in this classroom. Wait, Byron's Gen 4. If you want to succeed in the Pokemon field and beyond that, a weak character and lack of confidence will only serve as a crippling liability. This should be common sense, but your generation seems to lack it. In this day and age, it's all about hard work. I can guarantee that if you work hard and persevere through the hardships in life, there's nothing you can't do. But that's easier said than done. Like steel Pokemon, you have to be resilient, determined, but not too forceful to the point of antagonizing others. Be tough and guarded, but not to the point where you start putting up walls. I apologize for starting off the class on such a serious note, but I just wanted y'all to know that. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Whoa there! Hilbert! Shh! What was that? Nothing. He was just asking for something. Yeah, why is this class looking like a load of... Hilbert, shut up! Again, bickering like a married couple. I can't tell if they're really close or just get on each other's nerves. You two, what are your names? Hilda, sir. Hilbert. Hilda and Hilbert. If you have something on your mind, say it now. No, there's nothing on our mind. Right, Hilbert? Right. Alright, but keep the noise level down. Disrupting the class will affect your grade. Yes, sir. You always do this. When are you going to stop treating me like... Their voices trail off and I can't hear what they're saying anymore. That's one heck of a way to get the teacher to notice you on the first day. Well, now that the formalities are through, let me take attendance. Jasmine. Is Jasmine here? Kids these days don't appreciate education. Keep in mind that having more than 2 unexcused absences will result in a failing grade. Personally, I wouldn't even allow 1, but that's the school's policy. Only 2 absences? That's pretty strict, but I'm basing this on the other schools back in Kanto, so my opinion is rather moot here. Thanks to the no-show from this Jasmine girl, Byron lectured us for the rest of the class. Mind-numbing stuff. I'm hoping we can actually learn about Pokemon in this class and not just focus on building character. Thanks to Hilbert. Remember everything I told you today. Dismiss. What a day it's been. Still one more class though. Gotta finish strong. Alright guys, so we made it to our normal type class, which is our first elective type class for the next character. By the way, you guys may have noticed that I didn't skip to the second day into the second hour class. That's because we've already established who mentions how the tests are weighed, and that was Hilda whenever we were taking classes of Gardenia. So let's go ahead and I guess jump in. So this is what a privately funded classroom looks like. I wonder if I can find some people I know here. As I walk through the doors, I see Whitney and Sharon already in their seats. Whitney gives me a cheerful smile. Sharon, on the other hand, gives me a slight nod of his head. Hey Sharon, isn't Bianca supposed to be in this class? Yes, but in the short time between our last class and this one, she seems to have gotten lost. I'm here. Am I late? There you have it. And this is pretty much the same as when we took classes with Whitney, so we're going to skip over to the next elective class. The only thing that was different here was dialogue among myself, Sharon, and Bianca, or should I say amongst Sharon, Bianca, and myself. And the fact that I'm not sitting next to Whitney this time. Alright, so we are in the bug type elective class now, and which starts round 2 of our elective classes for this time around. And let's go ahead and start, I guess. Bianca says she was taking the bug class, but she must be running late again because she's nowhere to be seen. I'm here! Am I late? That's the only... That's the only thing she says whenever she comes up. I'm here! Am I late? You know what's hilarious? I was having a conversation with some folks. We were talking about if Ash Ketchum were to enroll in KogaCon. Well, of course, the subject was on because someone posted a meme with Misty and Serena or whatever. But anyway, if Ash Ketchum was here somehow, Bianca would find some way to shove Ash into some body of water, whether it be a fountain at whether it be the swimming pool at the student center, or no, it's not the student center, the recreation center, or the fountain at the garden. But yeah, somehow that would happen. Nope, just in time actually. Phew, that was really close. I should start keeping an eye on her after class in order to make sure she doesn't wander off too much. Morning, students. Welcome to your bug type class for this semester. As you've guessed, I'm your teacher, Berg. Please do just call me Berg. None of this Mr. Berg or teacher nonsense. I already think of me as your friend rather than your boss. It is my job to take care about my students after all. Now, I'd like to think of this class not as a lecture, but a studio of sorts. We'll be studying the anatomy and evolution of bug Pokemon for the first part of the semester, and then we'll move on to rendering live models. If we're lucky, perhaps we can take a field trip to attend one of Johto's bug catching contests. Will that be on a Thursday or a Saturday? I mean, it matters. Nobody told me we'd be traveling to other regions. Then again, nobody told me anything about the school in general. Oh, dude, the National Park theme song. I wonder how they're going to set that up. Because I really love the National Park theme. And especially the version on Heart Gold Soul Silver. Which, by the way, I made a MIDI for that on my page. And then Theo, who I think the thing should be on that video somehow, but he he used the music that I wrote for it and actually added real live saxophones to it. So check that out. Are there any questions so far? Yes, in the front. Yes, in the front. Your name? It's Trevor, sir. None of this sir stuff either. Please, call me Berg. Yes, I mean, Berg. I was wondering what you meant when you said we were going to be rendering models. Yes, in the latter half of the semester, you will all be responsible for choosing an art medium and using it to apply your understanding of bug Pokemon anatomy. We will have live models available so you don't have to worry about drawing them from memory. Wasn't this on the online syllabus? No matter, we should have plenty of time to prepare before we start. I have a slideshow ready. Let me start the projector. We ended up watching some documentary about the life stages of a Weedle. Berg's pretty easy class, just saying. Oh man. I don't think I've been to normal class for the second day of the first elective class, so we're going to skip there and see what happens, alright? I'll catch you there. Alright, we are back in the first type elective for the second day of classes. Let's go ahead and jump in this. Hello, class. Now, this may or may not surprise you, but you should know that you'll soon have to take mandatory quizzes here on Friday. Oh no! In this class too? Calm down, Bianca. Sharon is right, dear. The good news is that the quizzes won't affect your grades here. However, the questions will show up on the midterm and final exams, so remember to pay attention in class. Quizzes will begin this Friday, so ready yourselves. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective class too. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all this schoolwork and raising Pokemon. With this kind of school, I should have expected things to start getting serious this early. Oh well, I just need to start getting serious myself. Whoop! That is the last person I'll be trying to catch classes with Sharon as my roommate. We'll be catching the rest of these people when we room with Brendan, which you guys probably won't know the difference anyway. Besides the, actually no, not even a friend group because I don't even record that. But I will catch you in the next elective class, and I think that elective class is fire. I'll catch you there. Alright guys, and you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and say the name. We're going to go and take the same elective class as Flannery. The reason I'm going ahead is because normally I put the name of the person up on the top left hand corner anyway, so there's no use in hiding the name, hiding the person if that's going on. So, and I've worked hard on those, I guess, names. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into fire type class first. Of course, Red M-gasms about whatever the heck, size of the room and whatever. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I see Flannery sitting near the back of the room. I don't think she noticed me walking in. On the other hand, I see May waving excitedly at me. Hey Rashad, what a coincidence! It's not much of a surprise if you told me what electives you were choosing before classes start, you know. Oops, you're right. I did tell you, but the important thing is we have 2 classes together. Oh, and which, by the way, Serena is also in this class, but since we're not taking classes with neither Sharon nor Calum, there's actually going to be, we're actually going to end up getting introduced to Serena kind of weirdly and or awkwardly. Yeah, looking forward to it? You bet. Hello, students. I wager you're all very excited to be here, yes? Well, it doesn't matter if you are, because you will. This is the fire class for all you knuckleheads that might be in the wrong class, and I'll be your instructor for the semester. You can call me Blaine. I've been researching fire Pokemon since your parents were in their diapers. Yes, fire is one of the most most popular Pokemon types, and I'm not surprised I have so many students in here. Why, back in the day, at least one fire Pokemon was found on the World Champions team for 20 years running. No other type has that honor. That's because fire Pokemon has all the best aspects of strength and intelligence. They are all naturally powerful. There are no need for any of that silly effort training this generation is so obsessed with. I remember when I was your age, my Magby and I used to. This goes on for over half an hour. I could barely keep my eyes open listening to this guy prattle on. I'm feeling really tired all of a sudden. A wave of exhaustion hits me. I feel myself falling asleep. My head slowly tilts forward as I drift into unconsciousness. Sorry, I almost choked. Yeah, did the person behind me just kick me? Turn around, I see a sophisticated-looking girl staring at me. I don't know what to say, so I stare straight back at her. What? Did you need something? I'm simply doing you a favor. What might that be? Do you really think it's acceptable to fall asleep in class on the first day? Was it that obvious? Oh, that's what you were doing. Sorry, I appreciate the help. No, don't mention it. I can see why you would feel a bit drained listening to all of this. No kidding. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Serena. I'm Rashad. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. She is so proper. Although I like that about her because that makes her unique. And she's from sort of a region where properties proper people kind of come around, I guess. But speaking of feeling a bit drained, I look over to where Flannery's sitting and find her face down on her desk. She wasn't kidding when she said she couldn't handle mornings. Let me turn the AC off right quick. I woke up probably 30 minutes ago and I have the air on because I can't sleep with the air off if it's really hot outside. Some of you guys know how I feel. Dang it, Flannery. Oh my. What is that dreadful noise? Is it coming from that girl over there? Flannery, hey! Flannery, wake up! Your snoring is really loud. I do not snore! Pardon me? Sorry, my hearing's not as good as it used to be, little missy. I said, I love Bodors or something. I see. Thank you for sharing that with us. But this is Fire class, not the Rock class. So if you want to discuss Rock Pokemon, you can speak with me after class. Right. Sorry. Moving on. When the Wonders of Trading was first invented, the capsule system. Is Flannery embarrassed? She's kind of cute to watch. What are you staring at? Nothing. But luckily, the PC changed all that. No more carrier pigeons. Pidgeys. I don't know, we're talking about pigeons. Looks like our time is up. No homework for the first day. Class is dismissed. And I feel like that voice was a lot different than the voice I gave him earlier ago because I was mixing in Serena's voice, May's voice. No wait, May's voice came before Blaine. It was Blaine's voice, May's voice, Serena's voice, my own voice for Red, and then Flannery, I guess. And we're going to head over to the second type elective class, which is ground, so I'll see you there. Alright, so we are in the second type elective class, which is ground. I forgot who our teacher is. I don't think it's Clay. No, it's not Clay. It's definitely not Clay. I know who it is, but we'll see who it is in a minute because I forgot her name. Anyway, because I was thinking Clay from Gen 4, who's taking care of the Steel class. Byron, my bad. Because Clay isn't the one who's taking the ground type class. Anyway, round 2. I walk in and see Flannery sitting near the back. I don't think she realizes I'm here. Near the middle, I see, oh yeah, we got Brendan in our class. Oh yeah, he takes, I think, grass and ground. Nice. I see Brendan waving at me. Hey bud, how you holding up? Can't complain. I mean, it's only the first day. Yeah, let's hope we still think that by the end of the semester, right? Good morning, children. Welcome to your first ground type class at Kobukan Academy. I am your teacher, Bertha. Wait a minute. Is she Gen 4 too? She has to be Gen 4. Because I don't recognize... Because even though I know who this teacher is, I don't recognize her, really. Not first gen, not second gen. She may be third gen, I don't think so. Can't be fifth gen, or sixth gen. Anyway, for this class, we'll be learning the biology and anatomy of ground Pokemon and the effects that they have on the world's tectonics. If we have the time, we can take a field trip up to Mount Coronet and see them in action. Nobody told me we'd be traveling to other regions. Then again, nobody told me anything about the school in general. I know this is all exciting for you youngsters, so let's get the dull stuff out of the way. I personally don't see the point in the syllabus, but the school sadly requires it. Let's all be patient and get through this quickly together. Take a syllabus and pass it along, please. I patiently wait for a syllabus to be handed over my way. It's been a while though. It shouldn't take this long to pass around a stack of papers. Everyone around me is looking real confused too. Well, wait, I think I found the problem. Again, Flannery? I'll look over to where Flannery's sitting and find her face down on her desk. Again. Look at the syllabi. A stack of syllabi sits immobile in front of her. Is she planning on sleeping through the entire day? Oh my, are we out of copies already? Psst, Flannery. Freaking. Flannery! Well, I see we have a sleeper here. The excitement from the first day must have taken its toll. Let her rest for a bit. I wouldn't go over the syllabus without her, so we'll go over it when she wakes up. Wow, the teacher is so easygoing. Oh, I almost forgot. I made some sweets for you all in celebration of getting into this academy. I have Lumio's galettes, Chalor sables, and lava cookies. That's why I thought she was third gen. She mentioned lava cookies. Who wants some? Did someone say lava cookies? Well, don't say lava cookies in front of Flannery while she's sleeping. Look at this. Now you've wakened the beast. Wow. Wait. Wow, they look great. I'm not big on sweets, but dang, this class is good. Those two are part of those two are Hoenn region, by the way. Brenda being one of the playable characters and Flannery as gym leader. I'm so happy I decided to take this class. I feel bad for everyone that decided not to take the ground elective. They missed out on something magical. The hour quickly passes, and before I knew it, the period was over. What a day it's been. Still, one more class though, and it'll be the first elective class the next day. I'll see you there. Alright, so we are in the second type the first type elective of the semester, I guess. Anyway, we're over here with Blaine once again. Good morning, class. Considering you guys just had your homeroom, you should know that you'll have class. Whoa. You'll soon also have quizzes here every Friday here. That's such a bummer. But you're a fan of fire type Pokemon, right, May? With your Torchic and all? Yeah, but still. Good news is that these quizzes won't affect your grades in class. However, the questions will show up on your midterm and final exams, so make sure you pay attention. Phew! The first quiz will take place this Friday. Review the material. I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply to my other elective class too. I wonder if I'll be okay. Okay, I think he says this all the time. Yep, he says this all the time. So, just to know, anytime you take fire class first, May will always speak up. So, for future references. Alright guys, so we are in the water type elective. I know you guys are probably going to get, or are already tired of me saying, alright guys, but anyway, we are taking the water type elective first. And I think this is the first time actually taking the water type elective. I think this is the only person, also Misty, who is the only girl who takes water type electives first year, I think. Yeah, from the looks like it, she is. Because we still have Leaf, May, and Jasmine. We'll get to them when we get to them. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in. Also to note, orientation day, we already met up with her. Well, I already did like a save point and all, but if I remember correctly, I was kind of all nice to her or whatever, and whatever, so things should be alright, right? It's kind of hilarious how you meet Misty the day of orientation with Brendan, but you don't really meet anyone else, like friend group wise. Well, I guess Red doesn't really have a friend group. It's just him and Blue, who's his rival. But anyway, I actually like the water border on the top of the deal. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in here right quick. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I see two familiar faces that don't seem very excited to see me. You never know, she might be ticked off at Blue. Blue might have started some crap with her before you walked in here. Cody silently glares at me while I wave to Misty. What did I do this time? All I did was put my hand up. She's probably... Okay then. Anyway, she probably got nervous. She's probably one of those tsundere girls. If I remember the definition correctly. But anyway. Hello, my wonderful students. It almost gave me a heart attack. This guy really knows how to make an entrance. Maybe Whitney took some lessons from him. I don't think so. And what the heck is this guy wearing? This has got to be against the school dress code. Tom Wallace, and I welcome you all to your first water class. at Kobukan Academy. And you didn't hear this from me. Water really is the best type compared to the others. After all, the world is made of over 70% water. Well, aren't you just bedazzled by being here? I know I am. How are we supposed to react to all this? I see ignorance has stunned you all. If you won't talk, then I shall make you. You! All's pointing straight at the girl near the front row. ... Oh, it's Misty. Good luck, I feel for you. Are you pointing at me? Yes, you. Stand up and introduce yourself. Okay. Misty doesn't look like she's in too good of a mood. Her face just screams, I don't want to be here right now. I'm Misty. I'm from the I'm from Cerulean City. I specialize in water type Pokemon. My entire family does. Very interesting. And why are you in this class? Because I want to learn more about water Pokemon? Wonderful. Anything else? No, I think I'm good. She handled that quite well despite the annoyed look on her face. I wonder what she sounded like if she was in a good mood. Very, very good, Misty. Now, you. Wallace proceeds to go down the entire roster and makes us introduce ourselves. Needless to say, it was a pain in the butt. So no blue? Okay. Well, I hope you've learned the importance of class participation. Alright, that is all the time we have for today, but tomorrow I expect you to all be much more energetic. Class dismissed. Wait, he always says that. Next is gym class. Actually, no. Next is second type elective class, and I will catch you guys there. So we did not skip this class this time. I had the skip button down so long that I think I went through half the class. Or maybe before the class, but I went back so far that I couldn't get to the beginning of the class. You can only scroll back so far, I guess. But anyway, let's jump on into the ice type elective right quick. Oof! Man, it's chilly. Hilbert's in my class again. Oh yeah, we have Hilbert in our class. And we didn't even know him beforehand because we're in Brendan's friend group and whatever. Hilbert's in my class again. I didn't get a chance to say anything last class, but considering we share so many classes, I should try and make friends with him. Hey. Hello. I'm Rashad. You're Hilbert, right? It's crazy how our schedules are so similar. I guess it is. Alright, catch you later. Yeah, there will be other opportunities to make acquaintances, I hope. On the other side of the classroom, I catch Misty looking at me. What gives? The second I try to make eye contact, she averts her gaze. I don't think I'm that unattractive, so maybe she just really doesn't like me. Quiet down, you rascals! I can hear you all from outside the classroom. If you haven't figured it out already, I am Price, your teacher for this ice class. I expect nothing but the best from you, otherwise you'd be wasting my time. Speaking of wasting time, I see some of you have your cell phones on you. Put them away right now. If I see any of you whippersnappers on your phone at any time during class, you can count on never seeing it again. That's kind of a relief. I don't really use my cell phone all that much anyway. I feel bad for the kids who can't go 10 minutes without checking theirs. There's a certain girl who's not taking this class who seemed to always be on her phone. I'm going to take her right away. If you're not in your seat when your name is called, you are absent for today. And more than 2 absences will result in a failing grade. Got that? Now, when you are called, you are to state your name and region loud and clear. If I can't hear you, then the rest of the class probably can't either, and then you'd be wasting the entire class's time. This old man ain't pulling any punches. Misty, here! Wait, here? Will you not listen to what I said before? I'm standing right in front of you and I can hardly hear you. Again! Okay, sorry. I see Misty's outlook hasn't quite changed since this morning. She has the same expression on her face. I'm Misty. I'm from Cerulean City. The Kanto region. I specialize in water-type Pokemon, but I'm here because I think ice would be a good compliment. That's enough. I only ask for your name and region. Right. I'm sure this experience only irritated her more, but she handled it quite well. Now, Hilbert. Here. I said it loud and clear. with the way you're talking, you're just wasting my time. Speak for yourself. Do you really just say that? Sometime today, Hilbert, your name and region, if you please. Phew, looks like Price didn't hear him. I can't imagine what you'd do to him if you did. Alright. I'm Hilbert from the Unova region. Another one from Unova. Another one? Who was the first one he had? I'm really confused. What? You Unova kids always seem to think you're too good for my classes. Let me tell you this, I've got my eye on you, and you Kanto kids too. Just because you're from the countryside doesn't mean you can't read or do the homework. Hey, chill out. I can see Hilbert and Misty scowling out of the corner of their eye. Looks like we got blacklisted before the class even started. You two better take this class seriously. You're going to have a tough time in and out of class. I don't tolerate slackers, and neither does the rest of the world. Next, Rashad. I'm Rashad from Pallet Town. Another one from Kanto. I'm glad I'm not originally trying to take ice type classes. Price would freaking be working on my nerves, man. We ended up getting chewed out for really trivial things, like having a name with one too many syllables, or occasionally twitching because the room's too cold. I know I should respect my elders and all, but I'm starting to get really ticked off. Yeah, I mean, you should. I mean, he's blacklisting you for being from a certain region, especially. Well, that's actually Misty's fault, by the way. Hopefully, he can warm up to us soon. Man, anyway, so I'll catch you guys in the next type elective, or I guess the first type elective again. Well, hello, my students. Let me jump right into the news. Oh, by the way, we are in the water type class again, but you guys already knew that. If you haven't heard, once a week on Fridays, you'll have to take a quiz here. From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of Misty. Huh? I can't imagine her being too excited. She has the same apathetic look for the first day. Rest assured, students, you won't get graded on quizzes, so even if you get a question or two wrong, there's no harm, no foul. But understand that the questions I asked will show up for your midterm and final exams. A word of advice, pay attention in class. Friday will be the first, so be ready. Alright, so it's just Misty showing an apathetic look on her face. Sweet. And I'll either catch you later on during the day, or I will catch you guys with the next person in their first elective class. So I almost skipped way too far and ended up somewhere where I couldn't get to the beginning of class. Of course, I missed one dialogue, but that's just a monologue to amongst Fred himself. So, welcome to the Leaf type elective class, grass type elective class, where we're taking both elective classes with Leaf. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what goes on. I wonder if I can find some people I know in here. I see Leaf and Brendan sitting on opposite sides of the classroom. They're both looking at me like they want me to sit next to them. You guys should have sat closer to me. I'll go ahead and sit in the middle as a compromise. Good day, Sprouts. Oh yeah, we meet Gardenia too. Whoa, he looks really old. I like reading this. I like reading Ramos's dialogue. Just because he has that old, he has that sort of like southern country sort of, I guess, twang. Like, I don't know that for real, but I can imagine that him with that because of the way his text is written. Welcome to the grass elective class. I'm your teacher. Ramos is the name. Before I begin, let me... Aw, horse apples. I done forgot the dang attendance sheet. I'll be right back. Oh man, this is too hilarious. At least I won't get flicked in the back of the neck with a pencil, since I know Brendan already. And here's when we meet Gardenia, who should be on the track team, I guess. That was a nice catch. Thanks, but it was nothing. No, I'm serious. Your reaction time is insane. I barely reacted myself. Really? You're training for the Pokemon League, aren't you? This isn't really all that impressive. Oh. Nah, I'm just messing with you. It's okay if your reflexes are a bit slow. There are plenty of other things to worry about in the big leagues anyway. I feel like I messed up plenty last time too. You didn't have to go and say, "Oh, my name's Gardenia. What's yours?" I'm Rashad. Nice meeting you, Rashad. Oh, Ramos is coming back. Gardenia nimbly goes back, or more like jumps back into her seat. And he's back. That really took a while. But judging by how fast he moves, that's to be expected. Oh, sorry about the delay, Sprouts. Now, where was I? Oh, shuckles. Looks like we ain't got no time left. I reckon I shouldn't keep you longer than I have to. Class dismissed. Y'all run along now. Oh, man. And I think we take this class for the... Ramos will be telling us about the weekly quizzes every Friday. So I'll catch you guys in the second gym elective class, and boy, it's going to be a wild one. Hey guys, so we are in the electric type elective class, and we are going to... You'll see here in a second. Whoa. I forgot about those lights. Round 2. Tierno, Leaf, and I made the trip here together for the main cafeteria. Oh yeah, Tierno's in this class. Leaf is grinning widely at me while Tierno already zoned out with his headphones on. Class together again. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you must really have a thing for me. Pull up a chair over here, bucko. I quickly grab a seat next to Tierno. Wow. I guess it would be annoying having a class with someone who constantly makes fun of you for getting lost in the women's dorm. Oh man. I quickly grab a seat next to Tierno. Hey! What's up, man? Is someone calling for you? Beats me. Whoa! I forgot he comes in that quick. Attention! What? This army-looking guy just burst into the room yelling for no reason. Is this guy our teacher? What are you maggots still sitting around for? You got diggly poop stuck in your ears? There's an officer on deck in this electric type class. His name's Lieutenant Surge. That means get your butts out of your chairs now! Jeez, I didn't know what was going on, but I better do what he says before he kicks the crap out of me. Up! 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 Get up! You recruits better start getting your acts together unless you want to fill my combat boots up your... What? Prepubescent... Okay, prepubescent buttholes. Hey, you can't treat us like this. Uh-oh, I don't like that look one bit. You're a teacher, right? Teachers can't treat students like this. That's against school policy, isn't it? Right you. Wait. Right you. Good lord. Do you think I'm cute, boy? Do you think I'm playing jokes? What? I've been given special permission to teach brats like you the meaning of discipline and respect. If you can't handle the training, then crawl back home and suck on. Oh, wow. I. Get up on your knees. I said get up. Now, out. I won't have crying babies in here. Is this for real right now? Uh-oh. Wait, what's that noise? Someone's music? Oh no, Tierno, I can't watch. Just what in the world do you think you're doing, maggot? I said, what in the world are you doing? The look on his face, he's like, eh? Whoa, hey, Teach. Why is everyone standing up? You, what's your name, boy? I'm Tierno. Tierno, I ought to choke the life out of you here right now. Wait, what did I do? I'm asking the questions. Now, what makes you think you have the right to disrespect me in my classroom? Oh, sorry about that. I just like listening to music so much. I can't help myself sometimes. Here comes the Raichu. I can feel it. Well, no crap. I admire your honesty, Private. In fact, I like you. What? Take a note from Tierno, ladies. This man has no fear. Therefore, he has no weakness. I hear you whimpering like that other maggot, and Raichu will unscrew your head and crap down your neck until it pushes out every hole in your body. Wow. Now let's start with a quick 2-mile run at the track. Let's go. I seen legless chuckles run faster than you. Anyway. Oh man, if this is how it's gonna be in every class, I might just end it all. This class got Red contemplating suicide. What in the world? Fortunately for us, the period ended shortly after. What a day it's been. Still one more class though. Gotta finish strong. Wow. So even though we have a whole conversation, and stuff with Leaf, that stuff is the same whether or not you have the same elective type classes with Leaf or not. So we're just gonna continue here in the first elective class and see who reacts to the quiz announcement, I guess. Good morning, Sprouts. And by the way, my voice is a bit. I can't do the creaky old man voice like I did last time because I was too busy dealing with Lieutenant Surge and whatever. Him and his yeah. Anyway, good morning, Sprouts. I can't remember if I was supposed to give y'all a pop quiz today. Sorry about that. Oh, that's great. By all means, just keep forgetting things. We really don't mind. Right, Rashad? Sure, that works for me. I'll expect to give you a quiz every Friday. School policy, I'm afraid. Ugh, so close. Wait a minute. Oh, I remember now. Gardenia wasn't the one who commented on the quizzes in the poison type class. It was Hilda. She's the one who comments on the quizzes in this class. Ha! That's hilarious. Good thing for you youngins is that I won't grade you on them, but I think it'd be a mighty good idea to remember the answers. They might just show up on your midterm and final exams. The quizzes will start this coming Friday. So remember to study. Wow, the way he words that is way different than everyone else. Man, I'm surprised they're. Wait a minute. Oh wait, he's a second year. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm surprised there's nobody in electric type class. Are there any females who are electric type trainers besides what's her face? Elisa from Gen 5? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump to the next elective class while I try to figure this out. Hey guys, so I'm gonna make a side note right quick before we take classes with May. So I went to research, and I don't really think there are any, like, I guess females who do electric type, unless I'm missing something in Gen 6 and not Gen 7, but in Gen 6. Besides, no wait, never mind that. He's not even. All right, anyway, there are no females that take electric type Pokemon. Also, I answered my questions I asked earlier and realized that a lot of these people in the game are from Gen 4. That being Byron, Fantina, Gardenia. And my question that got answered was the fact that Bertha is actually Gen 4 and she's part of the Elite Four. Which is why I didn't even know that, because the fact that I've never gotten that far in Gen 4. So anyway, let's go ahead and cut over to Fighting type class and speak with May. Whoa, this classroom is also way bigger than anything we had in Pallet Town. Wait a minute. That's the simple dialogue that read. Anyway. I see May waving excitedly at me. Hey Rashad, what a coincidence. It's not much of a surprise if you told me what electives you were choosing before classes start, you know. You say the same thing to her whenever we're in fighting fire type class. Oops, you're right, I did tell you, but the most important thing is that we have 2 classes together. Yeah, you looking forward to it? You bet. She's the only person. Whoa! Alright, I'm getting tired of these jump scares. Not really tired of them, but I keep forgetting that half of these people here like to be enthusiastic and perform jump scares. For example, well, Koga isn't really that much of a jump scare artist, but this guy, I think his name is Marshall. But yeah, Marshall, Wallace, and Lieutenant Surge. That just hurt my throat just doing that. By the way, I'm recording this the same day I freaking was messing around with Leaf, so Kyosuke! What? Suki! Impy! Welcome to my fighting dojo. I am your sensei. Guy! Marshall! I don't know anything about martial arts, but I guess that was impressive. Yeah, an easy applause coming from the class is making me cringe, but he seems to be taking it in stride. Domo! My throat hurts just doing this. For this class, I will not only be teaching you about fighting type Pokemon, but I will also train your mind, your kata, your bunkai. When you leave my dojo, your mind and reflexes will be sharp as a katana. The scattered Japanese is making me sick. Let us start with some Kokyo. Somewhat? Kokyo. Breathing exercises. What is your name? I'm May. Mei-chan. Kokyo is the most basic form of training for any martial artist. It is simple and effective. Now, when I say Yamato, you say Narishiko. I'm not too familiar with Japanese, but doesn't that mean... Hi! What is your name? It's Caleb, sir. Oh, okay. I forgot Caleb took fighting type class. But it's funny that I forgot he was in this class, and so I thought we were only taking classes with May. Caleb-san, dozo. I'm not too familiar with martial arts, but isn't this an academic class? I thought we'd be learning about material for Pokemon for textbooks and whatnot. Osu! Yes, this dojo will cover all the material from the required readings. But what good is simply learning from a textbook? Any boke could pick up a book and read from it, but a real master will embrace fighting Pokemon by studying their waza, their technique. Casino, dojo is all in the mind. If you only study with books, you will only succeed in achieving mushin, nothing. Only through kumite will you truly excuse me, understand fighting Pokemon. I need to get some water. I can't do this. I'm sorry. All right, that feels a lot better now. I see. Do you understand now? Yeah, that feels a lot better. Yeah, for the most part, I've never thought of it like that. Osu, let's continue with Kokyo-ho. Hajime, Yamato. The Nadeshiko. Too quiet. Moichiro. Yamato. Nadeshiko. After that, Marshall decided to subject us to more grueling exercises that took up the remainder of the class. Nani. Looks like we're out of time. Sayonara. We will continue with our exercises next class. That took a lot longer than expected. It is the first... Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Forget that. Let's go ahead and hit up the next type of elective class. And I'm going to drink some water while I head over there, too. Alright, so we already know exactly who's taking the classes with us. But I figure we at least see May's reaction to it and then cut to the fighting type class. Just because we've been through fire type so many times. Because we had Flannery, we had Serena. That's pretty much it. Serena and May. And Flannery. I mean, so basically what I did with Shauna, I'm just going to see the reaction of May for us being in the same classes as her, and then skip over to the next class. Anyway, for the entire way here, May had a huge grin on her face. Hello again, Rashad. I bet she was waiting the whole time to say that. So homeroom, gym, and both elective classes. I hope you don't get tired of me showing up so much in your life. What are you saying? I'm super happy. I can tell this is going to be a great year for both of us. May seems genuinely excited that we both have our electives together. I'm sure optimism is going to slowly rub off on me. And we talked to May so much that we didn't realize that Flannery was in this class. But yeah, we'll catch you in the fighting type elective class on the next day. So apparently I couldn't skip through elective class, so I had to rapidly click through all the text in the fire type class. But anyway, we are back over at the fighting type elective. And I'm hungry. And I have this class and then one other person, and that ends the project. So I'm just going to bear through this, and hopefully I don't sound too much of a drag like Shikadai. Anyway, konnichiwa, students. Today I bring news. In this class, we will have classes every Friday. Okay, I can't do the little samurai voice anymore. Or should I say the Sensei Onion Sensei deal. Excuse me, are these quizzes on Pokemon or breathing exercises? Hi, these quizzes will be about fighting type Pokemon. And luckily, these quizzes will not be a part of your overall grade, but keep in mind the questions, as they will be on the midterm and final exams. So pay attention to everything will be Dajobu. The first quiz will be this Friday. Osu, now that's settled. Let's move on to our daily Kokyo-ho. Hajime. Alright, so it looks like I don't have to do any, I guess, voice training voices anymore, because this last character we're going to try to take classes with, yeah, we'll see about that when we get there. Okay, so this is actually our first time taking the rock type elective, and I think we're taking classes. Actually, we'll see who we're taking classes with. Yep, Tierno. Sup, Tierno? Oh, hey, it's Rashad. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Tierno. I saved a seat right here for you, buddy. Shouldn't have. Good day, class. This is the rock type class. As you might have guessed, I'm your teacher, Grant. This guy's our teacher. He looks like he's still in college. I see that we have quite a large class this year. Now this means I'll have less time to address your questions and concerns individually. Don't think I won't do my best to divide my time amongst you evenly. I'll be teaching you all about the formation and geology of rock Pokemon, but I will also pass down my knowledge of how to succeed in the Pokemon world. I have reached my position with my own procedures and expertise, which I will pass on to you. You will not get this kind of advice from anywhere else. As long as you take my words to heart and act accordingly, there can be no wall in your life that you won't be able to climb. I don't know whether you feel inspired or intimidated by his words. Maybe a bit of both. I'll let that sink in while I take row. Let's see. Jasmine? Jasmine, are you here? Remember, class, more than two unexcused absences will result in a failing grade. I don't want to have to fail anyone here because of such a silly reason. Only two absences? That's pretty strict. I'm basing this on other schools back in Kanto, so my opinion is rather moot here. Next is... What? Come on! Excuse me, please turn off your music. Tierno. Really? Can you not hear me? Excuse me. Hey! Whoa, hey Teach. What's everyone staring at? What's your name? I'm Tierno. Tierno, are you aware that it's against school policy to listen to music during class? Not only that, but it's very rude. Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Teach. I just can't help myself sometimes. Help yourself to what? Ignoring your superiors? Ah, not that. Listening to music is kind of my release when I need it throughout the day, or else I lose my mind. It's a stress reliever, you know? I don't think I'd be able to go on living without some good music every once in a while. Wow, his face tensed up real quick. I wonder what he's thinking. I see. If it's that important to you, I'll allow it. Okay, I thought this guy was kind of crazy, but maybe not. To keep your volume low enough so we don't hear it and you can hear me. We can't have you distracting the rest of the class. You got it. I knew you'd understand. Well then, moving on. Despite my initial misgivings, Grant's looking to be a really capable teacher. He looks like he's putting a lot of faith in us to follow his teachings. I hope I don't disappoint. The rest of the class continues without a hitch. It took a little long. Anyway, so he's as easygoing as Bertha is. Whenever Flannery's over there sleeping, she sleeps in all of her classes. It seems like she better be thankful that Whitney's her roommate, because Whitney, uh, apparently Whitney will be late. Whitney will be late for Flannery. Like, she'll make sure Flannery's up and up and at him. So let's go ahead and jump to the next type of elective class, shall we? Alright guys, so this is the very last elective class that we'll take. Although we will jump in next week. Or next class. We will jump into tomorrow's first type elective class. Just to see what's going on with the quizzes and everything. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention. Well, you guys probably already know what the name on the top left corner. But in case you guys can't put two and two together, we're trying to take classes with Jasmine. That's what that was. So we're going to go over the steel type elective. I already know what's going to happen here. Excuse me. Alrighty. I see someone vaguely familiar sitting near the back of the room. I think he's in my homeroom class. I wonder who's that girl he's talking to. They look like they're talking about something pretty serious. What's with her face? It's like Hilbert's yelling at her for some reason. Morning, students. What's with the shovel and cloak? He reminds me of a cartoon character I saw on TV once. I'm Byron, your steel class teacher. Some of you here might really know me. For those of you who do, you are familiar with my teaching methods and know that I won't allow any dulling or bill aching in this classroom. If you want to succeed in the Pokemon field and beyond that, a weak character and lack of confidence will only serve as a crippling liability. This should be common sense, but your generation seems to like it. In this day and age, it's all about hard work. I can guarantee you that if you work hard and persevere, I said preserve last time, persevere through the hardships in life, there's nothing you can't do, but that's easier said than done. Like steel Pokemon, you have to be resilient, determined, but not too forceful to the point of antagonizing others. Be tough and guarded, but not to the point where you start putting up walls. I apologize for starting off the class on such a serious note, but I just wanted y'all to know that. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Whoa there! Hilbert! Shh! What was that? Nothing. He was just asking for something. Yeah, why is this class looking like a load of... Hilbert, shut up! Those two are bickering like a married couple. I can't tell if they're really close or just getting on each other's nerves. You two, what are your names? Hilda, sir. Hilbert. Hilda and Hilbert. If you have something on your mind, say it now. No, there's nothing on our mind. Right, Hilbert? Right. Alright, but keep the noise level down. Disrupting the class will affect your grade. Yes, sir. You always do this. When are you going to stop treating me like... Their voices trail off and I can't hear what they're saying anymore. Nose starting to get stuffy right as I'm doing the last character. So I'm really glad that it's just the last character that's starting to do that on me on. That's one heck of a way to get the teacher to notice you on the first day. Well, not that the formalities are through, let me take attendance. Jasmine. Is Jasmine here? Kids these days don't appreciate education. Keep in mind that having more than 2 unexcused absences will result in a failing grade. Personally, I wouldn't even allow one, but that's school policy. I wonder if this girl knows about the attendance policy. Using up one of your 2 absences on the first day doesn't sound like a smart move to me. Thanks to the no-show from this Jasmine girl, Byron lectured us for the rest of the class. Mind-numbing stuff. Hopefully we can actually learn about Pokemon in this class and not focus on building character. I'm guessing we don't realize that Jasmine was actually absent from the Rock-type class. Remember everything I told you today. Dismiss. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the next class. The next type elective class, so we can see what's going on with the quizzes and see if Jasmine actually makes it to class. Okay, guys, this is the last stretch. Well, not really the last stretch, but this is the last class we're taking for the last character that we're trying to take classes with. And I literally say that as you guys already know that it's Jasmine, but Jasmine is the last character on my list to take classes with. So yeah. Anyway, welcome back, class. I expect that you know you'll have to take weekly classes here every Friday starting at the end of the week. Oh man, I suck at quizzes. Please do not disrupt the class. I'll repeat it once more. Once a week you'll take a quiz on material covered in this class. Fortunately for you all, The quizzes won't count for your grades, but pay close attention to the answers as the questions will show up on your midterms and finals. Again, the quizzes will start this coming Friday. If there aren't any questions, I'll be moving on with attendance. So it looks like Jasmine is absent again. Wasn't she absent on the first day too? Is this girl nuts using up her only absences in the first 2 days? I'm assuming this kind of thing is going to apply in my other elective class too. I wonder if I'll be okay having to juggle all the schoolwork and... Oh wait, he says that all the time. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the characters. And just so you know, spoiler alert, whoever, whether it be Byron or Grant, whoever you take your first type elective class with, it's either the third or fourth day that they will explain the fact that Jasmine is on sick leave, basically. And so, basically, all of her basically, the reason she's not attending classes is because she's always sick. There's also information on that on Pokemon Visual's Twitter page, I think. I'll put all the links to that in the description below. But speaking of placing links on the channels below, I will put Pokemon Visual's YouTube and Twitter information, as well as DMJH's Twitter and Twitch information. GMJH93 is the artist responsible for drawing this awesome artwork. Not really sure about the backdrops, but I know the artwork is DMJH93's doing. And they're pretty awesome people. They are working their hardest to bring out a next demo. And also, do not go to their channels asking them for release dates. You'll most likely be ignored and probably blocked. So, just throwing that out there, but do check out their channels and pages, and I'll once again put that in the link below in the description. As far as this might be the last project I do for Pokemon Academy Life, at least until the next demo come out. I won't be able to do side projects once the next demo comes out because it'll probably progress past the first week. And that's a lot of content, so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And remember, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter if you have to juggle around Pokemon training and taking classes and trying to keep up a social life, just remember the AsteriskGamer is always here for you.